What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and I got a lot of new firearms this year, and I was very impressed with most of them, almost all of them. And these are two options right here. In my opinion, Smith & Wesson had an amazing year. They really advanced their firearms, and they made some great progress. Where people like Glock, we're still waiting for something newer. People like SIG, they came out with the X Macro, but to be honest, I am not impressed yet. I haven't shot it. But I will, like I said, I will have my macro here shortly. That'll be cool to test. But anyways, this right here was probably the highlight of my year. I wasn't a big Smith & Wesson fan. Yes, I have other Smith & Wessons, but there was just something about it that just never made me excited to carry it, or nothing that drew me into it. And I've also used to have a Shield 2.0. Love the thing, reliable as could be, but obviously it's a single stack, and obviously the trigger was a little But then came the Shield Plus. Now this is obviously their answer to the Hellcat, P365, GX4, all the double stack Micro 9s. Problem is, it is the biggest out of all of them, but that also helps with shooting. But people sort of kick it out of the conversation. I think this is a perfect size firearm. They have an amazing finish on the slide. I love it. Also, the serrations are perfect. People always say press checks are pointless, but these would work if you'd like to do some press checks. I did get the model with the safety, which I'm not upset about because it's such a strong safety. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't get nicked. It doesn't turn on. So I don't have to worry about that. 3-dot metal sights. This isn't the optic ready version. But there are two things about this firearm that just stand out like crazy. One is when you first realize it, you're going to say this texture is perfect. It doesn't need anything. And on top of that, the ergonomics are great. The other thing is this trigger. If you haven't shot the Shield Plus, give it a chance. This is right now going for $380. You can get the gear up, package or whatever. And it comes with 5 magazines, a backpack, and a Shield Plus optic ready for $450. It's insane. Go to Bud's Gun Shop. The Shield Plus is amazing. This trigger is unbelievable. A perfect everyday carry choice. Very thin, but it has basically the same size of a Shield 2.0 and so on. So it is going to be bigger than the the P365 and stuff like that. But I don't mind it. It's the perfect size in my opinion. Next up is the Smith & Wesson CSX. This was the firearm that I spoke a lot about this year because it deserves it and it didn't get the attention it gets. When you go around and actually talk to people who've shot the CSX, they fall in love with it. They think it's perfect. Even people who are 1911 enthusiasts love it. Now, once again, it does have a safety, so you can rock it cocked and locked if, having a hammer-fired firearm throws you off a little bit. Anyways, great front and rear serrations. You can tell it has that same finish that the Shield Plus has, and it's a metal frame. There's something about just grabbing a metal frame, but yet the firearm's still light that is just super pleasing. On top of that, they do have another back strap that you can swap out. Both feel really good. I like the bigger one. And the texture, once again, spot on. They did a great job in the spots you need it. It's perfect. The ergonomics are perfect. I'm telling you, pick up the CSX. You will love it unless your hands are really big. 3-dot metal sights again. Has this little texture here, which sort of can help you line up sights. When you're going into the shot, there's a reason for those. Helps you line up a little bit if you need that. That's super cool. But yeah, 12+1 in this setup. How can you argue with that? I don't even make videos with the 10-round mag because basically the 10-round mag is just without the sleeve. And for 2 more rounds, I'm going to carry it like this. I get why they made the 10-round mag, but I'm not going to carry it. Now, it doesn't have a rail, but I don't carry with the light anyways. But this firearm was a hit for me. Smith & Wesson did some great stuff. I love going back to metal frames that are still light. And I just love these two firearms right here. They've both been 100% reliable. Both have great triggers, great ergonomics, great texture, great finishes. I can't complain about either of them. The only complaints I have heard is the way the Shield Plus fits some people's hands because it's so skinny yet wide right there. That's been the only complaint about the Shield Plus. Other than that, it's been 100% reliable. And then the CSX, the number one complaint that we all know about is people call it a little false reset on the trigger. This is such a short trigger that when you shouldn't even shoot the reset on this. It's a 1911. The reset should basically be you just letting your finger off a little bit. And on top of that, a false reset, come on. When you're in a self-defense encounter, it's about muscle memory. It's about your training. If you train with it, you can get good with it. Love the CSX. I'd like to see a lot more people try it out, give it a chance, because I'd like to see Smith & Wesson continue this and build on this and just make something that is considered perfect to the people who are interested in this sort of thing. Anyways, very impressed by Smith & Wesson this year. Thanks for watching.